So when you do a table like this, I'm going to emphasize the shortcut. This is for tables. I like to use this shortcut, that the new shape is simply K times original. And this, though, is derived from this formula right here that you've been seeing over and over again. Okay, so I use this to say that the new dimensions are going to be K times original. And got to watch out, if it's areas, then it would be K squared. If it's volumes, it would be K cubed, okay? So let's go. So imagine there's like 5 different spheres. In this case, this is the original. The third shape is like the one we started off. How do I know that? If you look at the table, right, that's the one with a scale factor of 1 and everything is filled in. That's the one that everything starts with. So we make 2 shapes that are smaller and we make 2 that are larger. Okay, so let's go with this one here. This is technically my new shape number 1. So you kind of have to ignore everything else. Let me see if I can just put like a marker or something on top for now. Okay. We're going to ignore that second row. We're just going to work with the original and the new one. And the first thing you want to try to find, okay, always try to find your scale factor first. Like what scale factor was used to make that new one. So in this case, I know both of the radii, right? I know radius and radius. So in this case, I'm going to go K is equal to, what's the radius of the new shape that goes up top? And the original is 7.5. They're both in inches, so I don't need to do anything else. And remember, this is new, and this is original. If you divide them, let's see if I can use my fraction, 1.35 divided by 7.5, math fraction. Fractions are best, okay? It'd be 9/50. Or 0.18. It's up to you which one you want to use. I don't really care. Once you have the scale factors, and I used math fraction, right? I go this divided by that, hit math, then enter. It gives me 9/50. But you can also use 0.18. It's up to you. Once you have the scale factor, you can fill in the rest here. And for areas, you will go K squared times the original. I should say area of original. For the volume, what will I do? I will go what? K cubed times the volume of the original. I hope the marker doesn't bother you, but I think I just want you to make sure you just focus on these two. So basically, to get the area of the new sphere that I've made, I will go 9/50 squared times the area of the original, which is 706.86. And I don't need you to show a whole lot more than this. Okay, you just type that in. So I'm just going to show you what I will do on my calculator. You can use brackets, so you go 9 divided by 50, bracket squared, times 706.86. And there it is. This is 22.90 squared inches. The volume of the new one, remember I already have K, I started with that. I go 9 over 50 to the power of 3 times the volume of the original, 176715. And you use brackets, 9 divided by 50. I use the hat button, I cube it, times 1767.15. So remember, everything hinged on me figuring out the scale factor. And then I fill in the rest.
How do we get the 9 over 50 at the scale factor?
This one? I went 1.35 divided by 7.5, and I go math, fraction. Oops, you can't see that. But I divide them two, then I go math, fraction, and if you hit enter again, it gives you the 9 over 50. But if you just want to divide and you get 0.18, that is fine with me as well. Both are fine. Just if it's a decimal that doesn't stop, guys, round to 2 decimals here, but then I would prefer you still copying and pasting all decimals when you do the other questions that follow that row, okay? Good question, just ask, okay? Next, forget about the first one now, okay? I'm gonna put my marker there. It's going to roll into my work every time, watch. Anyway, so do I know the scale factor of this one? I don't. So I'm going to focus in on that cell. I'm going to focus on that cell first. And what you want to do is, is there something that a dimension or a value that I know both of? I don't know both of the radiuses, radii. I don't know both area. I do know both areas. That's what I'm going to focus in on. So I have to use this formula. And I'm going to skip forward. I'm going to already tell you, to get K, I'm going to square root both sides, right? I'm going to square root both sides because it's squared. And I'm just going to go new divided by original. And I'm going to call a square root, copy paste. So it's 0.60. I'm going to try to do the fraction, but it doesn't let me. I just get the same answer again. I tried the fraction, turn that into a fraction. I couldn't do it, so I have to just use that. Once you have that, okay, once you have this, now you fill in everything else using that pattern, that shortcut. I'll go 0.6 times the radius that I had on the original. That gives me 4.5 inches. I'm going to keep scanning. I need the new volume. What am I going to do there? I'm going to go 0.6 cubed. I'm going to cube it times this volume from before. And you get 381.70 cubic inches. So once you have K, use that pattern, right? K times radius. K cubed times volume. If I hadn't known the area, you would have gone K squared times the previous area, right? Surface area, and so forth. So that's how you do these ones. I'm going to ask you to fill in the rest. And the last little bit of practice, if you put it down on this page, try pages 50 to 56. There's some review, right? Some tables, plus review of scale factors. And I'll post the answer key to this as well. Down. I'll put the answers down at the bottom here. You're supposed to get 1104.47. Here you're supposed to get 3451.46. The scale factor here is 2.50. This is 18.75, and this is 441788. So then you at least have something to go off of.